Addition principle. When solving a linear equation, our goal is to have the variable, right, which could be like x, y, a, m, it doesn't matter, right? It could be anything in the alphabet, on one side of the equation. And then we're going to go ahead and find the value for the variable to make the equation true. So addition principle, right, is we're going to move the negative term. So we do the opposite and we add. Now, however, anything we do to one side of the equation, we must do to the other side as well. So let's go ahead and look at the first example. So example 1, if a business sold 90 items during a promotion and had 32 items remaining, how many items did the business have when they started? So let's go ahead and go x minus 90 equals 32. So what we're going to do, right, is we're going to take this minus 90, and we're going to go ahead and add 90 on both sides because we do the opposite, right, here. And whatever we do to one side, we have to do to the other. So in order to add, right, we just add to the numbers, right? So we go minus 90 plus 90. Well, that just becomes 0, right? Now 30 plus 90 is equal to, right? So we have 2, 3, and 9. We add that together and we get 12. So 122. Bring down just the x. So x then equals plus 0, which is just then x, then equals 122. And that would be our solution. Now let's go ahead and look at the next example. So example 2, we're going to use the equation below to solve. So we have x minus 108 equals 125. Right, so we're trying to find a value for this where some value minus 108 equals 125. Right, so in order to solve, well, we have this minus 108. So we want to get the variable all by itself. So to get the variable by itself, we're going to move this number. So we do the opposite and add, right? So that just becomes 0 on that side. And then whatever we do to one side of the equation, we have to do to the other. So minus 108 plus 108 equals 0. Now we have 125 plus 108. Well, 5 plus 8 is 13. 1 plus 2, 3. 1 plus 1 is 2. Now, remember, you can also get out your calculator, but this was kind of a simple thing, so it felt really easy just to do it right there like that. So what do we get? Well, we get x is equal to 233. But I'm going to get my calculator right here to show you this. So if we want to see if we did this right, we have 233 minus 108, and what do we get? Well, we get 125. So that checks out, right? So we can plug in this value for here, go minus 108, and realize we get 125 on the left-hand side and then on the right-hand side. So it checks out. So that's how we can check our answers. Now let's go ahead and do the last example. So example 3, we're going to solve for n in the equation below. So we have 63 equals n minus 18. So what do we really want to get, right? We really want to get variable on one side of the equation. So let's just leave it on the right-hand side, right? And so in order to get it by itself, we add 18 on the right-hand side. This makes it so this is just 0, so we're left with just n on the right-hand side. But whatever we do to one side, we have to do to the other. So we go ahead and add it on the left-hand side. So this becomes 0, so we're left with just really n on the right-hand side. Now we have 63 plus 18. Well, we can just get our calculators out. And that equals 81. So n equals 81. And let's go ahead and check this. So we have 81. Right, we go minus 18, and what do we get? 63. So we know it checks out, right? So we can plug in this value for n, and we know we get the right answer.